Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've been traveling for over 15,000 miles. I'll put the exact number over here. And we have a lot to talk about: the experience driving in a Tesla, living in a Tesla, eating, taking showers, and all that good stuff. We slept here today at Mount Rainier National Park, and this is next day in the morning. So I figured it would be a good idea to show you guys what's in our car, what is our sleeping setup, and how comfortable it is and all the things that go into. We had a bad experience with a mattress that we had. It was a blow-up mattress. I made a video about it. I liked it at first, but we hated it. It's good for like 1 or 2 nights, but if you're sleeping for over 5-10 days, it's just not good. The blow-up mattress sucks. They lose air overnight, they get poked. We had to patch it at least 3 times, but we just bought a mattress from Ikea. It's a twin size mattress, and I don't have any affiliate links or anything. This is just true opinion. It has 3 parts that you can take out if you want to store it later, so it's not just a full thing in your apartment. But once you put correct sheets on it and you tuck it in, it's just a perfect size mattress. This is how thick it is, and under we just have nothing. So here's the mattress, here's our blankets, and there's enough space for 2 people. We never come through this side because you're gonna hit your head. We learned a lesson, but we usually come through the side. So we decided to buy an actual pillow also from Ikea. It's like a sponsor here today, not really. Compared to all the other camping pillows, the actual pillow is a lot better, and it doesn't take a lot of space in your car while you're traveling because you can just throw it in the back. Today we're fortunate enough to sleep in the campground, and usually these range anywhere from $20 like this one to $50 or $70 if it's a hookup. In a campground like this, they have a bunch of bears, so they have these bear boxes, which is really helpful to us. We usually put our stuff in the bear box. So other than even the food, we store everything in there, so we don't have to put stuff in the front seats and everything gets piled up and messed up. We have a little mini fridge that we just put food in there, meat, cheese, and then this is our food box, again from Ikea. We had like paper boxes, and we have kids screaming in the background, so I hope you hear some stuff that I'm talking about and the kids screaming. I learned that this box is a lot better than the carton box. These things keep breaking. This is just perfect. We put a food in here. Here's a stove. This is the best thing you can put your money in when you're camping like this. And because we were traveling also for work, I have all my camera gear. So this might look different from your setup because I have my Pelican case, I have my lights, drones, all the other stuff is in the car and it fits. Here I have a bunch of things such as chargers for all my gear, my FPV drone, all my little chargers, cables, one wheel boosted board cable chargers. On this side I just drop the moving blanket like this so it doesn't get all my stuff dirty. In the Pelican case is all my lenses and all the camera equipment. It just sits like that. So here's some pouches and stuff, but I also have my full-size one wheel in here. So that just sits there because I barely use it on the trip. Alright, and then here's my gear charger box. It goes all the way to the carry-on box. Food box goes next because we always need access to it because somebody's always hungry. So you just push it in like that. Oh, let me show you what's inside of our little mini fridge. Easy, big fan. If you like Chipotle, you know, we have these travel bags that we can put into a carry-on bag easily if you need to. Under the car overnight, in case it rains, I have more camera gear and yoga mat. And believe it or not, I have a boosted board. So here's how that goes. Just slide it into the side. These things are long and thin, so I figured you should be putting them side to side like that. And they all fit pretty good. And again, if I need a tripod, I can take it out pretty quick. We have our NAND lights and the soft box. The light goes in here as well. This is Victoria's Dyson. Don't ask questions. Now this little guy is pretty cool. We bought this to actually use it as a shower because we were in Death Valley and it was hot. It's still the same trip like 2 weeks later, and you see I'm wearing like winter clothes. So this is how it works. And then you have different modes, right? So that's an actual shower. You get the idea, there's like 5 of them. It's great, but we mainly use it for washing dishes and hands because this particular one has a weird smell of like acid in the water, even though it's super clean. So we never actually took a shower using this thing. Showers we take at the state parks and RV parks. They're usually like $5 to $7, or they are included in the price of your stay. So that kind of goes up here, so if I need to wash dishes, I have easy access. Okay, food, dishes. And then when we're not so fortunate to have a bare food storage box. We just have to pile everything up front in the car. So I keep all the soft clothing as a cushion to not mess up the seats. And on top, I just start piling our stuff. All right, this thing is soft and it will not do any damage to the car. So I just pile it all the way on the top. So it kind of blocks my rear window, but it's okay. I have all the cameras and stuff in the car. Now, like I said, the pillows, they just lay around in the back. And if Victoria takes naps while I'm driving for like 20 hours, she can use the pillow. Leave all the places we could go to clean, and we don't leave any trash, of course, so we have an actual trash bag that we carry with us, and after the lunch or at the end of the day, we just have it in the back of the trunk and then we just dump it. And then we have water. Behind our seats, I have my Mavic Air 3 and I have a power station. This is pretty handy because it has super bright lights. I can charge all my cameras and USB-Cs and all that good stuff. I have some FPV gear in there. I have paper towels, and we have also some extra shoes in there. For those who don't know, frunk is a front trunk. So here's my quick access for the DJI gimbal. Tesla charger, I would be recommending to bring an extension cord. We were actually planning to charge over here, but the cord was too short. So today we drained 17% of battery. That's probably the most we drained of the battery overnight in our trip. Make sure to have this adapter. This is pretty handy. Most of the campgrounds have these NEMA 1450s, and then just a regular wall plug. Here is my laptop, and here I also have my iPad and my headphones. And I have my Low Pro backpack. It's kind of a mess right now, but usually I don't even close it. The camera goes over here and the lenses kind of go like this actually. And I have my R5 over here, and the C70 just hangs around in the back. Whenever I want to take a picture, I can have super easy and quick access. I just open the frunk, and I open that, and I can swap my lenses and all that on the go, so I don't have to put it on the ground. I don't have to get it dirty. And then if I ever need laptop to work or anything, it just goes in here. And believe it or not, it closes just like so, with all the fingerprints. This car been super dirty. We drove it through sand, we drove it through dirt, dust, mud, and we usually just take it to a self-car wash and clean it. All right, that's all as it goes to as far as living and sleeping in the car. So let's go have some breakfast. And now let me tell you a little bit more about the charging cost of the trip and the availability of charging stations to you. So of course the first one on the list is the Tesla supercharger. Usually they cost around anywhere from 20 plus cents to like 45. I think that's the most expensive I've seen in 2023, but usually the average is about 35 cents. But also if you drive, you can click on any of the red dots and it will tell you how much does it cost, how much is it per kilowatt, and also it will tell you if it's open, how many of them are available, and if there are a line on them, if they're so busy, or if they're grayed out completely, that means they're out of reach with your battery charge right now. So these are the most convenient and the most fastest chargers. There are a couple of generations of them. The newest ones are the fastest, and the ones that look like a square without the round circle in the middle, they're a bit slower, so I would try to avoid those if you could. Then we have regular J1772 chargers. Those are the charge points. Is the most popular brand, and all the other ones you could see. Some of them require the app, some of them are free. Actually, probably from my experience, more than half of them are free to the places that we went to. And They usually work maybe 70% reliability rate. The problem is the plug on the 1772J adapter usually breaks easy. And also don't forget to bring your adapter to the Tesla charger. The other charger that I forget is the destination charger. Those are 99% free unless it's 6 chargers or more, but we haven't seen any of those like that. Usually these chargers are set at the lodges, resorts, and they could be limited just to the guest usage, but you can also come into the lobby and ask, and I had success doing that, and they would let you charge for free unless the space is taken. But usually these are really good. In Glacier National Park, that was our only option. There were no other superchargers around unless you would go to like Canada. So we had to rely on that. We called the lodge, they said it's there, you could come, and we were lucky to come there and actually get some juice out of it, and we use it overnight. Next one on the list is your trusty Nemo 1450 adapter, or there is another adapter, I'll put it up here on the title. The 1450 is the most popular ones in the state park campgrounds and in RV parks. So you should get one of these adapters 100% because you will be using them a lot if you will be staying in state parks. It is pretty handy because you can also camp there, and usually they're anywhere from $40 to $90, $70. Some of them are more expensive, some of them on average are $50, and the charging speeds are as fast as a destination charger. Usually you will get anywhere from 29 to 32 miles per hour charging speeds on these adapters. The same speed on charge point, the same speed on the destination charger. If you will be using electricity at the same time, you will be, of course, slowing down your speeds. But another tip is if you just sit in the car and it's cold, you can just use the seat warmers. They will keep you warm, but if they're only using like 1 or 2 miles per hour of your charging speeds, so your charging speed will drop down from like 30 to 29 instead of running AC, which can take down good 8 miles per hour. And the last option is, of course, just a regular wall outlet, 120 volts. You can use this anywhere you see, it's up to you. We've been using them in the hotels. We just plug it in, even sometimes throw an extension cord if you need to. Don't forget to bring one with you just in case of an emergency. And you can even plug into a pole. We've done that, and they will turn off like at 7 o'clock in the morning, because I think these are the poles that turn on the lights at night. So as soon as the sunrise sets, the electricity on the pole will turn off, and you would get good 20-30% overnight on the pole on the 120 outlet, which is not bad. So that's another good way of charging and getting some extra juice for your trip. Just to give you some statistics, after driving on our trip, we've used anywhere from 1,500 miles charging on these free chargers, Nemo 1450s outlets combined. So if you will be using a lot of destination charging, anywhere charge point stations, regular outlets on a big trip cross country like that, you can save a lot of money. And for us, yeah, it was 1,500 miles on average that we saved just charging for free on these type of chargers. And one more thing to mention is when you do sleep at those campgrounds, the state parks and whatever RV parks, and if you use your AC overnight, you will lose on average, in our experience, from 7 to 15%. Depends, of course, how much you sleep and what is the temperature you keep it in the car. So we usually kept it around 72, 73 degrees, and the car automatically switched from cold to hot depending on the weather conditions, so that was really nice.